Justin Moon for Highland Woodworking.
In this video, we will be looking at the features of the Veritas Grinder Tool Rest and the optional Veritas Grinding Jig.
This is an upgrade to the factory-installed tool rest on bench grinders that often have a limited range of adjustments, fail to lock down securely without tools, and have difficulty remaining square to the wheel. When you install your tool rest, you want to mount it about 2 inches away from the front of your grinder and square to the table. This will help you get the most out of the range of motion of the tool rest. It's made from precision milled aluminum, features a generously sized platform of 2 5/8 of an inch by 4 inches. The table is milled with a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch groove to accept the Veritas Grinding Jig. You can also make your own custom jig to suit your own particular needs. The grinding jig will accept tools up to 2 3/4 inches in width. There are quick ratchet lever locking knobs. 2 pivot points offer a large range of positioning to the wheel to help you set that angle just right. The grinder tool rest includes an angle setting gauge for quick setup of grinding angles for your chisels and plane irons. The angle finder also has gauges to determine the existing bevels on your tools. It has slots for 20, 25, 30, and 35 degrees. So let's set up the Veritas Grinding Jig for a couple of different scenarios. First, we'll take a look at the process for grinding a plane iron, or a chisel would be the same process, and also a skew chisel with a 30-degree angle. First, we want to set the tool rest 25 degrees to the wheel. And for that, we'll use the included angle finder jig. This is the 25-degree side. I'll place it flush against the tool rest, match it up against the wheel until at least half of the surface is in contact with the wheel. Tighten down the knob. Then we will open the jig, slide the plane iron or chisel in, make sure it's making contact with both this pin and this screw. That's what makes it square to this slot and to the wheel. So we'll tighten down this left knob just a bit so it doesn't fall out, because we do need to move it a bit. We'll slide it into the slot. Then we'll move the plane iron and just until it's making contact with the wheel. It's a little close. You want to make sure before you tighten down that you're flush against this pin, flush against this screw on the left. So I'll tighten down the left screw, tighten down the right screw, and I am now 90 degrees to the wheel and ready to begin grinding. To set up for an angle, we'll remove this plane iron. We'll remove this pin and place it in the center. Remove the first screw, place it in the second hole, get it lined up, there we go. Then we'll remove the right screw and place it in the third hole. Open it up. Now we'll take our skew chisel, slide it into the jig, and same as before, we'll tighten it down just enough to where it doesn't fall out freely. Slide it into the slot, move it forward until it just makes contact with the wheel. There we go. Now I'll tighten down the left knob and the right. Now I'm ready to grind my 30-degree angle on my double bevel carving chisel here. So to grind the other side, simply release the screws, remove the chisel, slide it back in on the opposite side of both the peg and the screw, making sure you're flush. Tighten the right screw first this time, then the left. Just enough to where I can still move it. Just until it makes contact with that wheel. Tighten down the right, tighten down the left, and I'm ready to grind the other side of this 30-degree chisel. So let's quickly run through an actual real-world use for the Veritas Tool Grinding Jig and the Tool Rest. This is a chisel that I dropped on the floor earlier this week and put a nice ding in the corner. I place this extrusion against the front of my tool rest. And that should have removed a uniform amount from the edge. I'll take a look. Check it to see if it's square. Once I get it out of the jig here. And that is dead square. So on this side of the grinder, I've preset the bevel angle, or the tool rest angle, to the wheel at 25 degrees using the angle finder. And now I'm going to grind the primary bevel on the tool to remove this blunted edge that we've added. I would not try to get this accurate by hand. I would have to use some kind of guide. I'm trying to reduce this thickness to a very small line of light across the edge of that chisel blade. I'm not trying to get to my final edge, but I want to get it down low enough to where I don't have to do a lot with the stones. To give you an idea of the accuracy you can achieve with this jig and tool rest, I don't know if you can see the edge. There you go. So I'm actually begun to turn the burr over on this side, and it's pretty close on this side over here. Okay. Maybe you can see that there's actually no reflection on the edge of that chisel now. To summarize the Veritas Grinding Tool Jig and Tool Rest, I have to say that I really like this system, and here's why. I think when we're at the grinder, it's important to be able to accomplish three things. One, you need to be able to set that angle precisely and quickly, which I can do with the angle finder that came with the system. Number two is when I'm removing material, I want to do that consistently. And number three, when I remove the tool from the rest to inspect the edge and replace it, I want it to go back in exactly the same spot. So I have repeatability. This checks all three of those boxes for me, and the precision that that gives me allows me to achieve a near finished edge at the grinder. So when I go to my sharpening stones, I have that positive feedback that allows me to feel that bevel angle. It's consistent all the way across, and I can remove metal from the edge uniformly and consistently. Like I said, I like this system, and this and other Veritas tools are available at highlandwoodworking.com.